So we talked about communication and building effective communication. Do any one of you guys have any questions for us when it comes about communication?
Absolutely. One of my questions are, how do you approach people outside of the internet? We have a very busy lifestyle, and we go out, but
well, yeah, we go out, but let me tell you the truth. We started off, on the internet, and we would, conversate with the people and stuff like that.
Different websites.
They'll come over. They'll come over. We'll break the ice and all that stuff, and it's a done deal, But like going to the clubs and stuff like that. Like earlier, I was saying I don't like to approach, So it's been kind of like, how do you approach them? How do you know when you're on the outside, as outside like in the club and stuff? The reason why I'm saying that is because, like, if you at a swingers party or some type of party of that style, you already know what's going on. So you might
outside of that,
you might feel comfortable talking because everybody know what everything is, right? But outside, like
outside of the lifestyle,
outside of it,
Oh, you're trying to bring home somebody vanilla into.
Well, I mean, see, that what I'm saying.
It's like we're unsure. You're in a club scene. It's like
she what she does. We go to the club.
A regular club.
Yeah, regular clubs. Wow, I like that. And won't you just? And I'm like, no, because you don't know what
that. Go for the gold.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I'm like, no. Yeah, I'm like, no, because I don't know if that person is in that thing. And if I can say, I had an instance one day. We went to a grocery store, and she was like, oh, I like that girl in the grocery store. So I was like, no, I ain't feeling it. So when I went back up there, I seen the girl. I said, okay, let me. Let me go ahead and see what's going on. So I approached and everything. She actually came on to me, She was asking me because I had my pants were kind of slack, so she seen a little bit on my drawers and stuff. She said, "Oh, I like you," and stuff like that. So I said, "Okay, cool." But the thing was, when I told her I was married, she was like, "Oh no," and stuff like that. So and I only did that for her. But I'm like, I ain't gonna never do that again because I don't know. I didn't want to be in that situation because I like I say, I like to let. Well, I have said before, I like to let people know from the jump on everything.
Right.
So, like I was saying earlier, the communication thing, and then as far as the other person in the relationship will already know. So you have they already know what the deal is beforehand. You see what I'm saying?
I think when it comes down, you don't ever want to put your mate in an uncomfortable situation. Because reason being, and it's not that you did anything wrong, but reason being, the thing with guys, if they fell or something, they ain't going to try to go back to it again. They're like, hold up, they done fucked up their ego. They done fucked up their manhood. They're like, hold up, what the fuck? I'm done. You embarrassed me.
Exactly.
But usually, I find it, if I'm interested, if I see somebody who looks, hey, this person looks great, I'm telling her, hey, hook me up.
Yeah, like, it's because women talk with women. I'm going to, hey, listen, girl. And we going to give you an example here, right? But to go back, wait, before we do that, to go back to your question, vanilla people are vanilla people. Vanilla people, not saying that it's nothing wrong with approaching vanilla people, but if you have to know where they're mentally at before you can ask them physically to go there.
Exactly.
Yeah, because they may like it. They may like what they see, but they...
At the end of the day, you can't spring somebody that's vanilla. Hey, I've done it plenty of times. We've been at the restaurant. I was like, listen, my husband wanted to eat your pussy. And I'm like, what?
And she'll say whatever, whatever she says, but it sounds better coming from a woman than me saying, hey, I want to take you home. And they'll automatically see this and be like, oh, you're just like the rest of the men.
Right.
So it's better for the woman to bring the woman along, because once it's this, we get classified as, but a dirty dog, you're a liar. Yeah.
And then
these
also,
men ain't loyal.
Yeah.
And then we have a whole situation. So if you see somebody, hey, babe, she looks good.
And be receptive.
And you,
I will.
Be
I'm gonna
receptive.
approach.
Because we can't as women sit back and say, if he says, listen, like, what do you want in her? What now? Everything we're telling you, we experience outside.
Right.
I got it.
What were you about to say? I see it.
She has a different, and she has.
I have a
Where's the
different
papers
type
at?
of woman.
The papers also go for the women also.
What were you about to say? Because it looked like you had something interesting. You know what I'm talking about, right? Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wasn't about to say anything. I was in agreement because I've already been dealt with that one.
It's like, hold up, like, baby, I had that moment like,
I mean, because I understand the lifestyle, you're gonna have situations where you have to be attracted to people, but like I said,
you don't have to be.
Like,
you don't have to be.
You shouldn't. I mean, because remember you say the non-judgmental. You know what I'm saying? If it's just something about a person that you really enjoy. I mean, because like I said, sometimes, just mental stimulation turns you on, just having a conversation with someone. But to that person, they may not look like shit, But to me, I just thought they were, they attracted to me because the conversation was good. But then, because my mate felt like they're not attractive. I mean, I'm not going to take one for the team. Because like I said, we haven't really reached that level where we can be like, okay, you go over there on your own and do your thing, and I'm going to go over here on my own and do my thing. What are we comfortable with just saying, okay, we're just gonna deal with a couple
together,
and if we got our safe word, we're working on one really. I take that back. So we wanna, we both got to be attracted to you, and we hoping the same thing, vice versa, because we had a situation like that before where actually the couple just wanted her, but they didn't say that from the get go.
That's what did we say? Communication, because it's not only communication with you, it's communication with the.
Because you're involving other people, so they become part of your quad, and you have to talk to them. Hey, I just want to sleep with your wife for just one night. Is that all right? You get my wife all the time. But people don't feel that way, and they feel they can either, hey, I just want your wife, or do whatever, sneak around.
So that's why for a while now we have stopped. Like we was partied out for 2013. Hang with the incorrect version of the remix version of what I call it of the lifestyle. So because a lot of them, they either faking the funk as couples, and that's what they do. They see one person, that's what they want, and I immediately recognize it once we, that's why I extend the conversation. I'll extend it like for a very long time before we even go anywhere.
Because if we can't come agree, you ain't getting
I'm a no.
I'm sorry.
You want to say the wrong word.
You want to say it'll be like pineapples. Get the hell out of here. This is mine. It's not that I take ownership of him, but this is literally 10 years in investment, and I'd be damned if I allow something that we enjoy together to come in, but it's not even coming in because they don't know they're coming in.
Exactly.
And we're gonna talk about that.
And see, that's where a lot of people, when you do that, a lot of outside people mistake that for insecurities.
Exactly.
And try to
but
manipulate
it's not insecurities if you have your rules, and no matter what anyone says, this is teamwork. You're not a part of the team yet.
Exactly. That makes sense. It's making sense.
And we'll be right back.